Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kisseadoo, aka Mrs. Kiss, and today I have with me Mr. Kiss. You know, a lot of you have been asking that he comes on, and he promised when I started this YouTube that he will come on my 20th episode. So today is my 20th episode, and I'm excited to have this very good man as my guest of honor. I guess honoring my 20th episode on YouTube. Yes. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure you subscribe because this is special. Share it with your friends and family. Like the video and let us know what you think. You're welcome, Mr. Victor Kisseadoo.
Thank you.
To my channel.
Thank you.
So anyway, honey, yes, there's something that he talks about, delayed gratification. And, in Ghana, the delayed gratification simply means akrokro. Or those kind of people, if they want to eat something, they want to have something, they wait until you have finished yours before, they eat theirs. That is him. That is my description of him. So he goes by that delayed gratification. If you want to know, he's very patient, and if he's like 10 out of 10 patient, I'm 2 out of 10 patients, and I want to have
1 3/4.
So anyway, I'm excited to have you here. Why do you live by delayed gratification?
Well, it's not all the
What is
time.
delayed gratification though, anyway?
Well, you said it, you should define it.
You're the one who told me about delayed gratification.
Well, delayed gratification comes in various forms. My little definition of it is letting the process, and I'm generalizing it at this point, maybe I'll break it down a little bit, letting the process take its place for the desired results to be achieved.
That's a lot of English. Like, break it down. No, like simply, honestly, simply.
I don't know how to put it simple. I mean, I just generalized it.
Okay.
I mean, just waiting for whatever you're doing. You start something and you wait for the process to take its course, for the results to materialize, instead of taking a shortcut, basically.
So you kind of, something that you wait on it and then you enjoy the benefits later. That's how I understand it. But
it's the same thing. Yes,
it's the same thing.
That is true what she said too.
Okay, so in relationship, what would you say, delayed gratification in terms of relationship, what would you advise?
Well, I would say the first one is when you're picking a partner. A lot of people rush into no, you're saying something.
No, I'm used to say Obi Kasa mouth, and I didn't even realize it, especially until when the kids are speaking. I realize when sometimes we take videos, then I realize I'm mouthing what they're saying. I didn't realize that's what I do.
I thought you got this.
Well, we got this. Go on.
Okay. Let's take it from the top. Ask the question again.
Okay. What is delayed gratification in terms of relationships?
We'll start with picking a partner.
Okay.
A lot of people rush into picking a partner. And to me, delayed gratification is going through the process of analyzing that person and watching out for some things, making sure it's the right person that you're going to end up with. And some people rush that process and end up with the wrong people, and they run into problems later on. But I think there's value in taking your time for the process to take its natural course.
There is value in taking your time for the process to take its natural course. That's wisdom right there. Anyway, so you have to wait, even if it takes you longer, even if it takes you up to like 50 years and you haven't found the person. That is, I guess that's what you're saying, that it's better to wait and get the right person for you than to enjoy marriage or relationship or whatever kind it is that you are in, than to kind of rush it or think that you want to get married or you want to get to this point, so you want to be in a relationship. This is what it is.
Yes.
What are some of the benefits of delayed gratification?
Getting the good results, the prescribed results, instead of trying to outmaneuver the process and going out to get an alternative that is not
May not be lasting.
may not be lasting and may not. They didn't say midnight. May not be lasting and may not be the right.
You may not even enjoy it. And I think delayed gratification, I take it from even eating, things like that. When we go out and then you get takeaway, you bring it home. I eat mine right away. My husband will probably keep the meat pie for a couple of days and maybe eat it for lunch or something. And
there's a term for that.
What is the term?
We call it suffer to gain when it comes to food.
Okay, so suffer to gain is probably another term for delayed gratification, right?
Yes.
But I
don't know if it's a technical term or that's a term I heard when growing up and I used it. I don't think it's proper, but it works.
Really?
Yeah.
Suffer to gain, but I think that it's more enjoyable. But I think in relationship that can also apply. Like if you take your time in whatever decision that you're taking, you will be able to really savor it and enjoy it to the nitty-grittiest detail.
Yes.
Right, Rafunia, right?
You immerse yourself in it.
You immerse yourself in it, and I think that is more enjoyable. What is most annoying about delayed gratification?
Well, it's annoying to a lot of people because you have to wait. See, we live in an era where people want everything here and now.
Mm-hmm.
So we all used to getting what we want when we want it. So if we have to wait for the process to take its course, it's very difficult.
Yeah.
And I guess that's what you term annoying.
Why are you making it sound like I don't like to wait? But anyway, I think the most annoying part is waiting, and
you gotta have patience.
You gotta have patience, but it's hard to wait. It's really hard to wait, especially when the thing is right there in front of you. And what I'm thinking, especially with you when we're talking about delayed gratification, is really what happens when we have something. Like when there's the last Fanta in the house and you tell me we have to wait till maybe another time to drink it. And I see the Fanta in the fridge all nice and chilled and I just want to drink it. It's like, it's mine, it's here, it's right now, and I can drink it. But I guess it's annoying if we have to postpone the enjoyment to later. But I think like you said though, when you're able to wait till that time, that right time, it's even more, you're able to immerse yourself in, like you're able to savor it, like the whole. So in relationship and marriage, you need to be able to, there are certain things that you shouldn't rush to get, like you need to be able to follow, like you said, due process, that it's important for people to follow, even in the way that even as married couple, in the way that you come up, you grow or nurture your relationship. Because some people may be at step C and you just started at A. You need to be able, you shouldn't be desiring things that step D or step E people are getting. Or you can desire, right?
Yes.
But you shouldn't be coveting, or something like, you shouldn't be prematurely seeking to get what 20-year people in marriage are getting now. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and it goes back to what I said earlier. We're in an era where people want things now, and they're not willing to go through the process and wait and have patience. Mm-hmm. So that's all that it comes down to. I mean, in this world or in this life that we living in, everything, if not all things or most things, have to go through a process.
Yes.
It's just a principle of nature or life.
Life, yeah.
If you can put it that way. So if you don't let it take its natural course, it's not going to materialize how you want it.
Mm-hmm. You're going to either eat a burnt food, like sometimes I like to turn on the heat too high, and my husband he lives this life of delayed gratification. Even in cooking, he likes to slow cook. He likes to do everything. He likes to take his time. And he thinks that, and it's true, because even when you cook and you cook faster with the high heat, you lose some of the nutrients and some of the flavor.
Yeah.
You know, but when you slow cook,
You burn the food before it cooks.
yeah, you burn the food before it cooks. But when you slow cook, you're able to savor, and you know, all the things that are in the ingredients are able to come together nicely to do it. So that applies to everything, and I just thought that we shared this today with you all. But before we go, I guess you would like to, some people would like to know about us a little bit, so we'll let them ask the question what they want to know about us.
Question number 1.
Question 1. How did you guys meet?
So how did we meet?
Well, we met on a bus going to a church conference in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Clues, Pensa. We
Yes.
went on our way to Pensa conference in Ohio in the bus. And what happened was that I was, okay, you take it. What happened?
She didn't even notice me. She just saw me sitting there, and our first interaction was her giving me orders. It's like, here, take this, pass it to somebody behind you, or something to that effect. Didn't even know me from anywhere.
So anyway, it was in a bus, and then I was asked to share the food because it was a long distance trip to that conference. So we're in this big bus, what they call it, coach.
Yeah, it was a big bus.
Big bus. Anyway, so I was asked to share the food or whatever that we were carrying. So the food was in front. I was at the back having fun, and then I came up front to share the food, and then he was sitting right there, but he was quiet. And so I was sharing the food, and I was like, what is this guy sitting here? You just gonna pass the utensils. So as in the silverware, the fork and knives.
Make yourself useful.
Yes, so I was like, you know what? I will dish the food, and then you add the utensils or you add the silverware. And he didn't say anything. He said yes. And so even then I didn't recognize, because, you know, in my mind, I'm thinking we're going to Pensa conference to meet, you know, big and better, you know, things like that. So I wasn't looking at him at all. So then he did that. And then
Just so I can get something to eat.
but he did that. I don't think that we actually noticed each other then. Would you say?
No, not really.
Was it love at first sight?
No.
No, I don't think so.
No, it wasn't.
Then how did you guys notice each other?
I think it was maybe not love at first sight, but attraction at first sight. I don't know if that's a thing, but I kind of, or maybe not kind of, I did notice her, but at that point I can't say it was love. You know, love came later, it developed, but I did notice her.
What do you mean you noticed me?
Well, there's something unique about her. For starters, how, you know, she came out to boss me around, gave me work to do from the onset. There was something about her that kind of caught my attention.
She wants sweet answers.
Okay.
Do you miss being single?
Not me.
I don't miss being single at all. I don't. I honestly don't. I enjoy marrying you, and I enjoy marriage. However, I miss being single when it comes to parents. Because
Don't we all?
that's the only part about it. Because, you know, we have 3 kids now, and they're part of our life. They're part of our marriage. I don't know, but that's about the part. But honestly, I don't miss being single, except that when I have to babysit, when the kids are crying.
Yeah, at 2 a.m. to be exact.
Okay. What was your first impression of each other?
Well, I thought she was a confident person, and she had this, what I call bubbly characteristics about her that attracted me. She was full of life, and I like that. Yeah.
Oh. So anyway, my first impression, first, like the very first impression.
I think that's what it means.
My very first impression was, honestly, I wasn't impressed until later on. Because remember the bus, I was like, you know, my mind was set on a different kind of man that I thought when you go to church conference, you know, I'm sorry, but at that time my mind was probably to meet somebody. But that wasn't him. The picture that I had in my mind, that wasn't him. So I wasn't
Wrong
quite
motives
impressed.
for a conference, right?
I wasn't quite
Say
impressed.
that again.
But later on, when the cobwebs were taken off, I was very impressed, and up till now, I continue to be very impressed with everything about him.
So you were not impressed the first time?
Not quite. I can't honestly say.
Okay.
Not quite.
Okay.
Thank God that the big man didn't show up at the conference.
Okay. How is it dating or marrying a PK? Or how was it dating a PK then? A pastor's kid?
Oh, I don't think it was any different. Well, for beginners, I haven't had a lot of dating experience before I met her. So I can't really draw comparisons, but she didn't come across as, Bible toting, hitting you over your head with the Bible and that kind of thing. To me, it was very normal. Very, very normal.
I think mine, later on I got to know that your dad was, a pastor, a reverend minister, and a counselor, So that was okay. I think I enjoyed that, but I think before we got married, sometimes it can be intimidating, especially if the person is a marriage counselor. But they've been very supportive, and it's been nice. I haven't had any issues with that. It's actually gone well. But I can say though that most people dating a pastor's kid might probably be pressure. I would say that pressure, because you feel like you have to, especially, I don't even think it's with the person, but with the parents, because you feel like you need to be a certain way. Remember when you went to my parents' house? How was it like when you went to my parents' house in Ghana?
It was a little bit intimidating, and it has nothing to do with the fact that your dad is a pastor and I went to the mission house, but it's just the whole principle of meeting the parents. Mm-hmm. So I don't think being a pastor had a big role in the pressure or the intimidation factor.
And you're that confident, but still you were still humble.
Oh yes, I mean you have to be.
You have to be. I mean, either way, I think men and women too. I was humbled when I came to meet your parents for the first time. I was really humbled. So I think it's a virtue that everybody should have. You shouldn't go to your in-laws or your future parents-in-law looking like you know everything. You should be humble in your approach. So maybe intimidating is not the word, but maybe humble. Yeah, I don't even know that you knew my dad was a pastor from when we started talking. No, I didn't disclose that for a lot of, I just wanted to be on my own for a little bit.
Church princess.
Church princess? I was not a church princess.
Yes, you were. Next.
How will you describe your wedding day?
You go first this time.
My wedding day.
You answer all the wedding day questions.
No, you will answer too. My wedding day was great. It was fun. I remember, I think I received flowers from you.
Yeah, which she ignored.
Which, I didn't even realize, because I was
She thought it was some random flower.
I thought they brought the flowers, and then I didn't think it was mine, because we're expecting the flowers for the wedding, the bouquet and stuff. And then this came like a nice flower. I'm like, no, like, where's the bouquet? And at that time, my bouquet and stuff were not there yet. So I didn't even acknowledge the flowers till later on. That I think the next day when we were packing out of the hotel that we had a reception, that I saw you gave me the flowers, right?
Yes.
So that was nice. But anyway, it was good. I think it was simple but fun. We literally enjoyed ourselves.
The wedding day was fun. To me, it was fun. It wasn't anything crazy, or what I remember most was having fun, especially at the reception. It was a party.
Yeah, you danced that day. You really
I
danced.
danced. I put some moves on the floor that day.
Which is not typical of you, but anyway.
But it was fun. It was, everybody.
It was good. It was a blessing.
Yeah, everybody had fun and we enjoyed ourselves. So.
Yeah.
Okay, what are your pet peeves about your spouse?
Pet peeves. Hair picking food off my plate.
Okay, man, I don't know. It's not like I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop. But my pet peeve of you is delayed gratification. He is way too patient. He takes his time. He believes in process. I do believe in process too.
What's some of the best results?
But that, it's nice until it gets to the point of like, And so that's my pet peeve, and you know that already, right?
Later on, she would come back and tell me, well, I appreciate you taking your time to do it. It came out nicer.
Yeah, it does. It usually ends well, but it's just hard to endure, and sometimes it's hard. Yeah. All right, so.
Did I finish what I was saying?
Okay. How did you enjoy being on Mrs. Kasa?
You got lipstick on your teeth.
Really? Like, is that hard? Oh, okay. How do you enjoy being Mrs. Kasa?
Well, I did enjoy myself.
You did?
Yeah, this is my first time being on camera and being interviewed or having a conversation on camera, doing something like this. I'm usually behind the camera. I'm not in front of the camera type of person, so this is new for me. But I did enjoy it, so. Thank you all for watching this channel and supporting my wife. I'd like to encourage you to share the videos and subscribe. Share and tell your friends to share and tell those friends to share to other friends, to relatives, to loved ones, to pets, to co-workers, to supervisors, everybody that can click on a button or click on a phone or something. Just share, and share again.
And
subscribe. Thank you all for watching.
All right, honey, thank you so much for coming today.
Always.
For being on my show, for being faithful to your word that you come on the 20th episode. And see, I made it because he didn't think I'll come this far. But that was encouraging.
Yes.
I took a break, but I did come back.
Delayed gratification.
Delayed gratification. So now he's on. And I thank you for your support. And let us know what you think in the comment section. Let us know if you want him back again or you don't, let us know that. And we'll see you again soon. Have a great day. Subscribe to the channel.
Thank you for watching, Mommy. Subscribe.